Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial on Clo3d to Blender, and in this tutorial I'm going to be creating this anger animation you can see on your screen right now. You can also visit my page to check out previous anger animation I've also created. Also, if you want this particular project file as a mockup file, it will be available on Gumroad at a certain price. So you get literally everything you can see on screen right now: the shoes, the environment, the lightning. You get everything as a mockup file, which will be editable on Photoshop. So you don't even need to create from scratch. You just go to Photoshop, add your graphics, and you get your result on Blender. But before we continue with the main tutorial, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get more video. So let's begin. So as you can see on screen right now, we have four angles on screen right now, and this angle I got it from Clo3d, because if you've watched my previous animation on angle animation, you'll notice that this is exactly the same design of angle I use in my animation. So I exported it or imported it into Blender, then I duplicated it, making it four angles that you can see on screen. And also this trolley, I got it from Sketchfab. So when you get to Sketchfab, you see different designs of trolley you get. So you can just select anyone, download it, import it into Blender, and place your phone hanger on it, and that's how you do it. So the next thing I'll do right now is to split screen. So let me split the screen. Okay, yeah, this is one, and I'm coming, another one. So the next thing you need to do is to set your camera, which will be doing that Shift A. Come and select this, Shift A, then camera, yeah, this. So RZ, I want to straighten it, then GZ upward, GY backward, yeah. So I think camera. So I'm just going to select N. I'm going to select view, yeah, camera, and I'm going to check this camera to be so I can move this with all these icons. So let me remove this. So let me select my camera, and then I'll be able to move this and rotate this, yeah. So okay, let me see. I think this is fine. Yes, this is fine. So let's begin with the animation. So as we begin this animation, make sure you have your calculator by your side, because we're going to be doing a lot of addition and we want to make sure that we don't skip any frame. So let me start here. Let me just hide this because I don't see this camera icon. Let's just leave this here. So I'm going to be using here. Before we proceed into animation, let us change the measurement from centimeter to meter. So I'm going to be selecting this, and I'm going to go from this length to meters, you get. So let's now proceed with our animation. So I'm going to select the first angle, then I'm going to keyframe. So this is the keyframe here. Make sure that when you are keyframing, make sure your mouse is here, make sure it's not here, because when you select here, you see this information, you'll see this pop up. So then we move to the next 30 seconds. Make sure you are with your calculator. Coming. So we're going to move GY -1 and keyframe, you get. So the reason why I'm using -1 is because of the angle my anger is facing. So it's facing the negative axis. So but if it's facing the positive axis, then you just use GY1. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's just it. So when I do that, I'm going to rotate it. So let's go to another frame, which will be the number 60 to do that. So, and I'm going to do RZ90. This is RZ90, and I'll use my mouse GX to move it to the center. So when I've rotated it and moved it to the center, then I'll keyframe it. Yeah. So this is it. So it's going to look like this. Let me see. Let's watch it again. I want to be sure if I'm doing it correctly. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So then I'll go to my 90th frame here. So 90. Oh, okay. Sorry, 120, because I want this front view of the t-shirt to display for 2 seconds. And we already have 60 frame, and 60 frames is already 2 seconds. So another 60 frame will make it 2 seconds, which is going to make it 120 frame. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So it's 120. So, and I'm going to keyframe it. This is it. So from 60 to 120, that is 2 seconds. So I want it to display for 2 seconds. Then we're going to flip it in half a second, which is going to be 15 frame. So I'm going to do 120 plus 15. That's 135. So 135. So let me write this down with my calculator. Plus 15. So that's 135. So and then we what? Keyframe. Sorry. And what I'll do is RZ180. Yes. RZ180. Yeah. So I'm going to keyframe it. So that's it. Front. Yeah. So, and this particular view again, we're going to leave it for another 2 seconds. That is 60 frame. And 60 frame plus 135 is 195. So that's 195. So let me do that. 195. Yes, and then let's keyframe it. Make sure your mouse is here when keyframing. So there's something we forgot to do at the beginning. So as this first angle move forward, this other side are supposed to drag to take in position. You get what I'm trying to say? So we're going to do that now quickly. So select the three angles. Sorry, select the 3 angles. Hold on your shift 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll keyframe it first. We're going to keyframe it here. Then we'll move to 30. You can move to 30. So when we move to 30, we're going to move it forward. So look at here, create a spacing. Make sure they are not choked up. G, X, and move it. I think this, yeah, this is good. So and what you do is keyframe. Coming keyframe. Yes. So this is what's going to happen. So when this comes forward, you get the rotation. Then the other take position. So we're going to rotate this particular angle. So the next thing we're going to do is to add another 30 again. So that'll be 195 plus 30. So 195 plus 195 plus 30 will be 225. So type that down in your calculator. Plus 30. Yes, 225. So 225. Yes. Then we're going to do RZ90. So when you select RZ90, don't keyframe yet. We just need to adjust the spacing. G, X, and probably come here. Yes. I think I'm fine. I think it's fine like this. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know. Okay, let me just bring it out a bit. So just make sure there is enough spacing before you keyframe, and then you select I. So when you do that, you have something like this. And then yes, you can see you have something like this, move and turn. So as you've rotated this to go back to the trolley, then we need to bring one out at that point. So we're going to move to this 195. So from 195 we're going to select the next trolley. So let's select 195. So please pay enough attention because I had to do this animation twice because of keyframe mistake. So I'm going to bring this from here. So this is here. So what you do first is before you animate, make sure you've selected your high, keyframe it first, select I to keyframe. So 195 to 225, that's when this angle is coming out. So 225, yes, and you do the same thing, GY -1, you get. Then you what? You keyframe. So that's how you're going to do it. So this is how it's going to look like. It rotates. You can see that's it. So when you do that, we're going to select this to go back to the position. So let me go from 225 to plus 30. That's 255 plus 30. That is 225. You get. So sorry. Yeah, 255, not 225. 255. So spacebar. I say spacebar, enter. Yeah. So let's do GY and 1. Yes, GY1, because we came out with -1, we're going back in as 1. So you do GY1 and then bam, our guy is on the trolley. So then I will keyframe. And at this point, we are going to do this one. So I think we can copy animation from this particular this one to this particular spot. So let me check where I can copy from. So I just want to be sure. So I think we can copy from here. Let me select this and select Ctrl C, and then we'll move forward. It's 255. Okay, so yeah, so 255. So let me select this and select this. So yeah, so you can just copy from there. You can see, yes. But then we have to also be careful and let's pay attention. So when let me see. So when the first angle has fall into place, when the first angle, this first angle has fallen into place, we need to move it forward. So at the point of rotating, that's from 2 to 5. Let me select this first two. This first two, we need to keyframe it first. Select this first one. Sorry, the second I mean the third angle and the fourth angle. Select both of them first. Then I think we need to let me see where. So from 255, we need to first keyframe them before we move them forward. So this just please pay attention to this particular tutorial because you might make mistake. So from here to here, we need to keyframe it. Let me see this angle to yes. So perfect. So what we do now is to move this forward now. So let's select the three of them. 255 plus 30, that's 285. So 285. So this is 285. So I'm going to select these three. 1, 2, and 3. So let me look at here. So GX and I think okay, I think we are good with this. So this is it here. So okay, this is not bad. So and then you just select I here to keyframe. So let me see if this is correct. Let's play 1, 2. Yeah, it's very important to always play your animation so that we will know if you're on track. Exactly, perfecto. So we are good. So okay, let me see this. So and then we can do this, do this, do this, do this. Yes. Okay, it's already even back on track. So can do this, and do that. So let me see what I can do. I'm trying to bring the second one outside too. So since we have this one here, and let me look at when this entered inside. So let me see, because we have to bring this other one outside. So at the point of turning, this point, this is 390 here. So this is 390 here, as you can see. So this point here on 390, we have to keyframe 390. Yes, you have to keyframe 390. And then let me go to the front. Yes. So this 420. So let me see where I can bring this out from 420. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to copy this from here. Copy this. Ctrl C. I'm going to copy this. Ctrl C. And let me move to 390. Sorry, where's 390? Then I'm going to select this angle. Okay, I think it's 420 if I'm right. Starts at 420. Yes, 420. So let's go back to the angle that is coming out next and paste the keyframe. Okay, I think we have something there. We have it there. It's quite confusing, but please pay attention to this tutorial. Pay a good attention to this tutorial. So okay. So the moment this one is back on the trolley, we have to move it forward. So let's find out the keyframe this particular angle is on the trolley. So, but then before we move them forward again, we have to make sure that we have to keyframe the previous two that were there. That's this last this recent angle that just came back to the trolley met. You get, so let me see, this is 4, I think this is on 450. So we're going to select this angle and this angle. You get these two, these last two. We're going to select 1, 2. You get, and we're going to keyframe it. It's very important. We're going to keyframe it. Then from 450 to probably 480, we have to move the angle forward. So let's move. Let's see 480, 480. So let's select the 3 now. This is the third one. Let me select the third one now. So we're going to do GX and move it forward. At this moment, I'm not even using my calculator anymore. So let me move this forward. Yes. Let me see. Yeah. I think this is good. And then we'll keyframe it. So let me see if I'm on track. So let's play from beginning. I want to see if it's smooth, because it has to be smooth. 1, 2, yeah, 3, okay. Move, yes, that's great. Yeah, we're doing this. Good, perfect. So we have one more angle left, which is the last one. That's the last animation, the last angle left. So let me select this to know where we are moving to. So then we're going to rotate. Then yeah. Okay. Yeah. So at this point, before it rotates, we have to keyframe the previous one so that it comes out immediately. So I think it is 585, right? It is 585. Okay. So we are going to keyframe this at 585 first. Sorry, my mistake. So 585, then I think this is 615. 615 is, yeah, 615. Okay. Then I have to go back to when it was. Let me see. Yeah. So let me copy this keyframe. So what you want to copy from the keyframe of when the angle is coming out to display. You get, when the angle is coming out to display, just copy that particular keyframe. So from here, so we're going to start with this first. Copy all this, then copy it. So when we copy, we're going to paste it on the last angle. So I think where is it? Coming. Okay, yeah. So this is 585. Yes. So the moment it is rotating, this moment that is rotating to this moment, this is 615. Then we select the last angle, and then we are going to what? Keyframe. Bam. So you can see it. Yeah, it's quite confusing. I don't know if you guys are following up, but then it's a lot. So it's a lot. I had to do this twice, like I said, for me to get it right. You get, so even creating this tutorial, I had to redo it several times for me to do it right, or to create the tutorial right. So okay, I think there's something we are supposed to do. So before this enters, we're supposed to move the other 3 angles there forward so that there can be space for this particular angle. So let me see. So now we don't have any angle moving forward again. So I think that's all. So okay, let me move. So I think the moment of rotation, yes, this moment of, yes. So from 645 is when we are going to keyframe, because the angle moving in back to the trolley has landed on the trolley, or has gotten to the trolley. You get, so it has gotten to the trolley. So let's move to 645. So this is 645. we're going to select this. Okay, we're going to select this other two first. Yeah, this last two that were there. So let's keyframe first. Sorry, keyframe here. Then we move to like 30. That's 675. Because 645 plus 30 frame, that's 675. 675. And then we select this last one. Yes. So when you select this last one, you can just move the X and move it to this. Yeah, I think this is nice. So, and then you what, select I to keyframe. Don't always forget to keyframe, please. It's very important to keyframe. Then yes, I think we are good to go. Let me see this. So let's rotate. Let's see back in position. And now that's just how to create the animation. I think this is about, yeah. So in total, I just left it for like 900 seconds. So this particular keyframing or this particular animation, as simple as it looks on screen, it is very, very quite complicated if you cannot keyframe properly. So let me play this from the beginning before we start exporting to Clo3d. So yeah, this is it, and you can see it's very smooth. If you want to make it better, you can just how do I put it, select all keyframe for each angle and make it linear. So you just select A on your this. Make sure your mouse is here. So let's start with the first angle. So I want to be sure. So I'm going to start with the first angle here. Select this, select all of them. A is to select all of them. Now select T. Make sure your mouse is also on the timeline and select linear. I'm going to do the same thing for the next one. Select all of them are selected. Just select T on your keyboard and select linear. And then the third one too, your mouse do the same. Select linear. And the fourth one too, do the same. Select A if everything is not selected. Select T and select what, linear. So it's just make your animation smooth or smoother, anyhow you want to put it. So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to export every single angle as Alembic. Every single angle as Alembic. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to export every single angle as Alembic because of the movement, the timing of each movement. Because if I say we should export just one angle and duplicate it, the timing might not fall in place. So we're going to export every angle. So from, you start with this first. So you export this one as Alembic first. So you go to file, you go to export, and you go to Alembic. So depending on your folder, since you selected the first angle, make sure you also select I think, yes, tick this only selected object. It is very, very important. Tick this only selected object. That's what you should do. Tick this only selected object. So for each angle, yeah, because if you don't tick this, you will select all the angles, and I don't think you can animate all the 4 angles at once on Clo3d because your system might crash based on your spec, but it will crash if I'm right. So you do that. So you have to do that. So when you do that, just do that for everything. I've done that from my side. I don't want to do it because the file is large. So let me just cancel this. So come in. So like I said earlier, so you can see this is angle 1, this is the ABC file or the Alembic file 2, 3, and 4. So you have to export the 4 of them as Alembic. Then I'll tell you what you can do next on Clo3d. So this is what we will do next on Clo3d. So what we do is when I open my Clo3d, you get, so I'll import my first angle. So sorry, file, import, and let's go to Alembic. Coming, sorry, somebody's mockup file. So where's angle? Yeah, angle project, yes, animation and Alembic. So bam. So let's just do add and let's select OK. So this is our angle on screen right now. Okay, yeah, we have it here. So when you go to animation, you should see your animation line here. So this is it here, you can see. So when I play this, you can see the movement. Move, coming. Let me move, scroll back a bit. So it's white, so it might not be that too clear. So but you can see the shadow, you can see the movement. So that is it. So let me just start from the beginning. So the next thing we need to do is to place our cloth on this angle. this particular hanger. So I can just bring any random clothes. Okay, let me see this. Let's go to project. Let's see. Okay, let me should I just use, let me just use this t-shirt. Let me just select add. I don't want the avatar, you get. So yep. So let's wait for it to load. So now we have our design on screen. So what we need to do now is to place this cloth on this hanger. So we have to select all the clothes. Then we need to use our let me say A, sorry. So select it, select the shirt, use our gizmo to, oh god, shirt coming. So okay, rotate. So you have to do it manually, obviously. So let me see. I'll probably move it back a bit. Yes, so let me see. I'll move to the side. Yeah, okay. Let me rotate and see if everything's fine. So you can just press your I think space bar for you to relax. That's too much. So just press your space bar for the t-shirt to relax on the hanger. So yeah, so let me just skip this part. If you are fine with the way your clothes is done relaxing on your hanger, probably after dragging and straightening it, then you can just go to the animation. Also make sure that your UV editor is properly like arranged, like your design or your pattern is properly arranged on your UV editor. So come in. So if it's not arranged, you can do the let's, what do you call it, you can do this optimize UV arrangement. So advanced placement, yes, and apply. So you can do this, then close. Oh, so I didn't select all. Let me select everything. Control A to select, then we'll redo it again and apply. Okay, I think this is bad. Let me remove this again and reset. Oh, sorry, remove fixed scale ratio. And let me say apply. Yeah. So the arm is too big. I might just later do it manually. Okay, I think this is better. So you can just do that and let's close this. So when you are done with your design, then you have to go to your animation. So when you go to your animation, you have to make sure you're on animation stable. It's very important. So when you're on animation stable, just animate it from 1 to 900. Make sure you're animating from 1 to 900. Each hanger you import as Alembic, animate everything from 1 to 900. So when you are done doing that, and also you have to simulate the cloth on each hanger manually. So there's nothing like copy and paste, or should I say move. So when you are done with this hanger, when you are done with animating this particular cloth, you get. So what you need to do is just export only this cloth as Alembic. Don't include avatar. Just export only this cloth as Alembic. You get. So when you're done with this first hanger, delete it, import the second hanger, place your cloth on it, animate it. When you're done with the second one, do it again for the third and do it again for the fourth, and that's all. Then that's when you have these 4 Alembic files. So this is t-shirt one that I animated. This is about 4 gig. The whole project file for this should be about 20 gig or more than that. So this is 4 gig, this is 4 gig, this is 4 gig, this is 4 gig. That's about it has 16 plus. You can see. So this for each hangers. This is what you can see on screen right now. So skipping that part. But if you don't know how to export, let me explain that again. So for you to export, you just need to go to File, you need to go to Export, you need to go to Alembic or Gawa. So let's say we are doing t-shirt 5 now. So this is t-shirt 5. Okay. Yeah. I won't, well, you can import with the diffuse map, change it to 4K. That's 496. So 4096, 4096, or 8K if you want. Then you don't need the avatar. Then select tick. Yeah, and select entire region. Yes, it's very important. And I think that is all you get. But if you're using older version of Clo3d, if you're not using the Clo3d 2024, you're using the older version like 7.3, you won't see these options there. You won't see this option. You won't see this option of diffuse map, because most time Alembic doesn't come with the map. Yeah, so you don't see this option of the diffuse map. So what you do is to cancel this. Then you go to your UV editor. I think if you've been following up my tutorial, you shouldn't have issue like making your own texture. So this is what you do. So when you go to your UV editor, you can go to big texture and create your saving path. Select the tiles you want to use. It's not all tiles, you just select default 0 to 1 since you're only using one tile. You get, if you're using multiple tile, then you can do that. Then select your saving path. When you are done with that, then save it. And when you, let's say you save it, save, and save it finally, and that's all. So that's what you do. So that's just it about it. So for the wash effect, or should I say the wash, yes, the acid wash on the t-shirt, my previous tutorial has already explained how to create an acid wash t-shirt on Adobe Substance Painter, because I textured my t-shirt on Adobe Substance Painter. So it explained how I exported it from Clo3d to Adobe Substance Painter, and how I added the effect on it, and also import the texture to Blender. So that is just how to create that particular animation. Then when you go back to your Blender, you can do whatever you like to do on your scene. Coming. So when you are done, you can just import every single Alembic file of your clothes animation into Blender. You have to import the 4 of them, you get, one by one, you get. And when you import them, they'll be automatically placed, or they will automatically be placed on each angle because of the positioning you've done on Clo3d. So you don't need to start moving them again. So then you have them like, you have them like this. And then these shoes you are seeing on screen right now, I got them from Sketchfab. So you can, when you go to Sketchfab, you see a lot of free shoes. But then if you are purchasing this file, if you are purchasing this project file, you will get these shoes. You get more than these shoes. I think about 5 or 6, because I downloaded 6 shoes, but I only used only 4 in this scene. So the remaining you get it there. So that's just it about this tutorial. If you have any question about this tutorial, just send a DM, or you can contact me on IG, or just join my Discord group to ask questions, or you can leave a comment. I will respond to you. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and also on the notification bell to get more videos. See you in my next tutorial.